many of us in the business of making models look beautiful, Cosmopolitan magazine has served as a real inspiration. For years, the editorial pages have featured the most fantastic makeover tips and secrets. In our Cosmopolitan 20-minute makeover video, we'll share some of those tips with you. Now you can do a magical makeover transformation right in your own home. Over the past 17 years as a photographic makeup artist, I've learned there are 3 things that we all wish we were born with. Full, beautiful lips, large, luminous eyes, and perfectly contoured bone structure. Believe it or not all of the Cosmo cover models were born that way. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you some of the tips and techniques they use to create those perfect features. The first thing I want to let you know is I've done Bonnie's foundation, and the trick to doing good foundation is sponges. Make sure they're damp. That's a big secret. They take all the guesswork out of blending for you, and the foundation goes on smooth and perfectly. The first area of the face that I want to focus on is the eyes, and the first step to doing the eyes correctly is concealer. Make sure when you pick your concealer color that you only go 1 shade lighter than your foundation color. You don't want it to look too obvious. Just take your concealer, gently put it in through the eye area wherever there's any darkness. Don't forget this inside corner of the eye. If you catch that, then you're going to look rested and fresh even after a really long day. Now, to blend the concealer, you can use a brush, or if you're more comfortable, just use your fingertip, but be really gentle and blend well. That looks great. The next area of the face is the eyebrows. Correct shaping of the eyebrows goes a long way to define and emphasize the eyes. Now, first thing you want to do is get rid of those wild hairs we all have underneath the brow. If you don't feel comfortable doing it yourself, have a professional shape them, then just maintain them afterwards. Okay, a lot of people have a really hard time shaping their eyebrows, and a quick, easy tip to showing you where they start and stop is they should just start directly over the inside corner of the eye, and if you take a line to the outside corner of the eye where it intersects the brow, that's where they should end. Okay, Bonnie, would you mind brushing them up for me? Just take a second and with a brush groom them, create a better shaping with them. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to take an eyebrow pencil and I'm going to fill in the brows carefully, because you don't want to make it look drawn in. You just want to make it look like a natural occurrence. Take your time with this. It really makes such a big difference. The next area that I want to talk about is the eyeshadow. This is what really gives you that contoured, that shaped, that really defined eye. A real easy way to do this is to use like a soft pencil, and you just want to start at the outside corner of the eye, and you just sort of lay in the shaping that you want. You want to create that crease real gently, looking up, and then right under the eye, just a touch. Make sure it goes right to the base of those eyelashes. Okay, that looks great. Can you close your eye and let them see that? So it's real simple. You don't have to be an artist to do this. Okay.
Good thing.
I know. Then just take either your finger to blend it, or you can use a brush if it's a little easier for you. Just make sure that's really softened and blended well. Take your time with this. This is really important. Okay, now look up. Now underneath, a real easy trick is to just use a Q-tip to get right in there and soften that line a little bit, keeping it right at the base of the eyelashes. Great, okay. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to put in a soft medium tone. Make sure you don't get too much color on your brush. What you want to do is just go over exactly what you've done. You're basically doing the same thing over again, but you're doing it with powder this time, and what that does is it sets the eye makeup. Take your time, be gentle, make sure it's really blended. Great, okay. And there's, you know, an applicator that comes with most makeup, and those are great for getting right underneath, look up, and resetting that eyeliner underneath the eye. That makes it look more like definition. It's not so lined, it's more defined. Make sure you always keep your darkest colors to the outside corner of the eye. That really gives the eye that emphasis, and it kind of draws them out and makes them much more open. The next step that we're going to do is the highlight. And the first place you want to put the highlight is right here on the brow bone. It's right underneath the eyebrow. It just brings the light there to the eye and opens it up and makes it a lot more defined. And then the next place, close, is right here on the middle of the lid. And just make sure you gently, gently blend that out. Okay, terrific. The next thing I want to show you is how to line the eye. It's very simple. Just take an eyeliner pencil and a brush. Let me show you. Bonnie, can you close your eye? Thanks. Okay, you just take your eyeliner pencil and you just touch it in at the base of the eyelashes, and then just take your brush and blend it. This is a really nice way of making the eyes look defined without, you know, that real hard line. Okay, a simple way of doing it, if you have a hard time with an eyeliner pencil, is just to take a dark eyeshadow and a thin brush and just do the same exact thing. You just go right at the base of those eyelashes and blend it in. It's also a good idea when you use an eyeliner pencil to use the eyeshadow here again to set your eyeliner. So everything looks really soft, really pretty. That looks great. The next thing I'm going to do is have Bonnie do her mascara, but before she does it, I just want to let you know that she's curled her eyelashes. And the reason that you want to curl your eyelashes, it really opens the eyes, it defines the eyelashes, it's essential. You want to make sure that you wipe all the excess mascara from the brush when you're doing your mascara. And just take your time, starting from the outside corner going in. That really helps. Here's a great little comb to separate your lashes. 1 or 2 coats of mascara are plenty. All right, let's show them the difference that we've created. Here's the before, and here's the after. Let me show you the secret to full, beautiful lips. It's lip liner. It takes all the guesswork out for you, and you end up being like, 5 years old and filling in the lines. So let me show you. First, what you want to do is just take the lip liner over your natural lip line. And then once you've got that established, you can start to fix any imperfections or get a better balance to the lips. This is a really good place for you to use the mirror as a tool to say, oh, I need this up a little higher, or a little fuller lower lip. Take your time. Okay, now that you've fixed pretty much every imperfection, now you want to kind of really get a little crazy. But be careful, don't go too far above the lip liner. You should just take it to the outside edge of the natural lip line. That's going to give you those full, beautiful, perfect lips. Okay. Okay. Here, Bonnie. The next step is lipstick. I like to use a lip brush when I do the lipstick, just for more control. But it's fine if you want to use the lipstick straight from the tube. Just fill in the lines. Simple as that. Perfect. Okay. To get a little bit more three-dimensional lip, A really easy trick is to just take a bit of concealer and touch it right into the middle of that bottom lip. And then just blend it with your finger. And there you go. Perfect. Poochie Colada lips. I've just finished powdering Bonnie's face. What I've done is I've set the foundation with the powder. That gives you that flawless finished look. Now we're going to go on to the contour and blush. Contouring usually mystifies most people, but the easy way to do it is just to use a powder shade that's just a couple shades darker than your foundation color. Okay, let me show you. These are the areas that you're going to want to contour. Right through here, under the cheekbone, along the jawline, and through the temple and hairline. It's very simple. Now there are people who have really naturally angular faces, and they don't really need much contour at all. Make sure you blend everything well, and it should look like a very natural occurrence. Pretty, wow. Okay, next we're going to go on to blush. And the blush is really easy. What you want to do is find the apple of the cheek. Can you smile for me? Great. It's the most rounded part of the cheek when you smile. Just make sure you don't get too much blush on your brush when you go to the face. It's better to start with less and to go to more. Just go over the areas that you've already contoured. It makes it look really pretty, natural, just like a wash of color. And a nice trick is just to take it in the eye area. Can you close? And this just brings the continuity to the face. Great. Now if there's anything that looks a little too defined, take your brush for your powder and just back it off a little bit. Blending here is the most important part. And there you have that flawless finish, beautiful face. Looks great. Let me introduce the owner of Capella Hair Salon in Los Angeles, California, Don Carroll. Don's going to show us some of his favorite salon tips and how to accomplish 3 totally different hairstyles. They're quick and easy, but it will make your hair look like your stylist just spent hours on it. The first style that Don is going to show you is how to achieve a straight, sleek look. He'll begin by scrunching some Lori Davis Crystalline Shine into the ends, because that's where your hair is the driest. Through normal brushing and styling, the Crystalline Shine will be distributed evenly, eliminating frizzies and giving you incredible shine. You should always blow dry your hair upside down to create instant volume at the root, because no matter how straight the style, you don't want your hair to look flat. Here's another tip. Use your brush to pull your hair straight as it dries, so that most of the work is already done. Now that your hair is dry, Don's going to demonstrate 2 ways to get this straight, sleek look. If you have bangs, you always want to start there, because it's your shortest hair and usually affected by a cowlick. Now, with a large round brush, start at the crown of your head. As you work the brush through your hair, follow it with the dryer. Do this 2 or 3 times. From the crown, work forward. And now, on the side, you want to blend it in and then do the same in the back. For those of you who have trouble using a round brush, Don's going to show you a foolproof way to get your hair straight and sleek every time. Don's secret weapon, a paddle brush. Put the brush at the root of your hair. Focus the blow dryer there for a few seconds. Then, follow the brush with the dryer, stopping about 1 inch from your ends. Now let the warm air curl your ends under. Once you have your hair exactly the way you want it, use a finishing spray. Don's using Lori Davis Memory Hold because he knows it doesn't dry sticky and adds shine. The finishing spray will also help keep the moisture out, so it won't curl up or get frizzy all day. Don't worry, it may feel a bit crisp at first, but once you break it up with your fingers, you'll have style memory and never even know you have hairspray on. Now we're going to show you how to get tons of volume in just a few minutes with Velcro rollers. Once again, we've dried her hair upside down. Dawn is using Velcro rollers because you don't have to use clips that can dent your hair, but you can use any medium-large roller of your choice. If you have bangs, put a roller in them first. Then, start at the crown, take about a 1½ inch section of hair and brush it through to the end. Give it 4 quick sprays. Don's using a volumizing hairspray for this style so he can get extra volume plus hold. Make sure you pull the Velcro roller all the way to your ends so you don't get any frizziness. Then just roll it down. The Velcro and hairspray will hold it in place. Now just work forward in 2 sections and then 3 or 4 more sections on each side. And you're done. If you need extra help setting your rollers, use your hairdryer. Now give yourself 15 or 20 minutes. Get dressed, put on your makeup, or whatever you want to do. After 15 to 20 minutes, start at the bottom. Take out the rollers gently. Now flip your head over. Gently brush through your hair. Flip your head back. Voila! Tons of volume. Now, let's create some incredible curls. We're going to do this with hot rollers. Some of you may prefer steam rollers or a curling iron. Don chose these hot rollers because they give him plenty of the size that he uses the most. The roller size you choose will depend on the length and texture of your hair. The rollers have turned white, so they're ready to use. If you have bangs, roll them first. Notice how Don rolls the bangs off to an angle to create a great curl. Now Don's going to start at the crown of the head with approximately a 1-inch section. Brush through the hair so the ends are straight. Give the hair a couple of light sprays with a volumizing hairspray and then pull the roller through to the end. Roll it down and secure it. Then just continue this process moving forward to the bangs. Use the small rollers in the front to accent around your face, and then just continue rolling the rest of your hair. The color change shows they're ready to come out. If you know your hair is hard to curl, you may want to leave the rollers in even longer. For those great-looking corkscrew curls, take the curls out very gently. Recurl your hair around your finger. Like the other styles, give your hair an even coat of finishing spray. Let it set for a few minutes while it cools. Now take your fingers and gently break up the curls. I've pumped up her makeup here to give her a more glamorous look. For a softer curl, wait for the hair to cool completely. Gently brush through. She looks amazing. Don, that looks terrific.
Thanks, Tracy. I think all 3 of these looks are beautiful on Bonnie.
Remember, you can achieve these fabulous looks at home. Here's a couple of ideas that I want to leave you with. First, if you see a picture that you just love in Cosmopolitan, cut it out, put it on your mirror, and use it as a reference. Second, review the sections in this videotape and let it guide you step by step as you do your own Cosmopolitan 20-minute makeover. You're well on your way to a much more beautiful you.